What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Warehouse Series, something a little bit different. This is something where I get a little fired up over because I made this thumbnail. All right, I just think of things like, if I'm doing something and I'm like, yeah, I get bored, I come in here and I start messing around and start making thumbnails up. And I put this one on Discord, and someone said that looks like it should be a video, and I said 100% I could make a video on this, and here it is. All right, so I do want to say though, if you watch my Overtime is Overrated video, I'll leave it in the description below if you have not seen it. You're going to see a lot of similarities. All right, because what we start doing is we start living our life at work because we get addicted to that money, and our base pays 40K, and we start making 60, 70K a year because we're working overtime, and without even realizing it, we start molding our life around that $60,000-$70,000 that we're making per year. Well, the problem is overtime drives up for 6 months or 3 months or even a year or whatever. Well, now the credit cards start building up because we can't afford our monthly payments, and then the credit cards start getting charged on necessities like gas, groceries. All right, stuff that maybe the kids need for school. They start going on the credit card because we can't afford it. Now, I'm going to get a little bit into this today. Every time I do a video like this, I get backlash, but I don't care. Guys, I've been at my job for almost 25 years. My overtime has always been there. And back in the day, I used to work 750 to 900 hours a year in overtime. And I'll tell you what, I regret it because I did exactly what I just said. I started basing my life off that overtime. And you just get yourself into a rat race. You get yourself into a hole that you do not want to be in. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. All right, guys, and you know that I got to spew all this out before we get to the video. So if you could do all this, I really appreciate it. Guys, donations, appreciate it. Thumbs up, Discord, that link is in the description below. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate it. 99% of my content is about warehousing. All right, guys, so let's get to the first thing. The one main reason we like to work all that overtime is that we like to buy cars that we cannot afford. All right, we all think new every 3-4 years. We need that new car, make us feel great about ourselves. We don't care what it costs us a month. We don't care how much money this overall price is going to be. As long as I feel good about myself, I'm going to go out and get myself a new car. Well, I Googled this stuff online. Base price, 26 grand. I can tell you right now, I looked at the local Chevy dealership. These things are over 30K for a stupid Equinox. Overpriced junk, if you ask me. Silverado, base price, 32 grand. Local dealership, all day long, 40K or over. All right, I'm telling you right now, these are just base prices. They are cars that we cannot afford. Now, I put this survey out. At the time I screenshotted this, we got 132 people that voted on it. Either saying, yes, it's ridiculous, or yes, I'm one of them, was 67%. 67% out of 132 people said that if I walk outside my work, and this does not have to pertain just to warehousing, this could be any job that has a lot of overtime. I walk out of my lot, I look over, and I just see a bunch of cars that we can't afford. And guess who was one of them? I was one of them probably about 15, 20 years ago. We used to do the same thing. We're going to go buy new cars. Oh, well, I can't afford the new car. I can't afford that monthly payments. I'm going to lease. And as far as I'm concerned, leases is just throwing your money out the freaking window. Now, I can get into this whole car crap because and then someone on this commented, what kind of cars do you have, Tim? Are you one of these guys? Like I said, I used to be. I have a 2016 Civic that I bought last year. We have a couple years left on that. I have a 2015 CRV that we bought about maybe 3-4 years ago, and it's done. We don't owe any money on that. And I got a 2007 Hummer that I bought 6 years ago, and that's been paid off I paid that off in about a year and a half after buying it. So with that being said, I get the one complaint I get all the time. Oh, what about your expenses? I hate that. I cannot stand that because I did a video on my finance channel proving with that Hummer. When that Hummer was my primary car, all right, I bought the Civic because I don't want to drive the Hummer as my primary car. I want to drive it on my days off and enjoy it and just save the mileage on it. But anyhow, I was having a lot of expenses on there because it's a Hummer, guys. Things go wrong with the wheels, all the bearings and everything. And even at my most expensive year, paying for those expenses was not even close to the monthly payments that you guys pay on this. You're talking about a $550 payment here, depending on how your credit is. $550, $600. You're talking $600, $700 even more, depending on what your credit score is. It's insane what we will pay monthly for these things. Because I'll tell you right now, this is what is keeping us away from our family. And it's not that you're picking money over your family, it's that you don't have a choice because of what I said. We're basing our life off of overtime. And then over the years, we just start accumulating that debt. Well, now I don't have a choice but to work the overtime. I don't have a choice because we freelance with our money and we just do whatever we want with it. And like I said before, guys, instead of looking at our overall debt, now I'm doing 100K in debt, and that's without the mortgage. All right, that's not counting the mortgage. This is cars, loans, personal loans, all these loans that we do, credit card debt. We don't look at our debt. We just look at our monthly payment. Oh, I got 10K in credit card debt, but I'm only paying $100 a month on it. We don't even look at the interest rate. We don't even look that we're paying 26% in interest. We're just looking at the monthly payment. Oh, I'll just pay this for the rest of my life as long as I can afford this monthly payment. And that is what we do. We base our entire life off of, can we afford it monthly? But when shit hits the fan and our work isn't having the overtime like it used to, then these monthly bills become a lot harder to attain. And it's either a second job or, we're putting money on credit cards because we can't afford to buy our necessities. So between the cars, and this is another one, guys, like I said, I could probably make a 50-minute video on this. This is the other one. We have it in our mind that it is like this unwritten rule that we have to go on vacation every year. We got to go to the beach. We got to go on a cruise. We got to go somewhere fancy. And the average vacation is $4,000 a week. Now I Googled this price and I'll be damned. We went to the beach last year and we spent about $4,000 overall. Absolutely. If not a little bit more. And that was for a family of 5. So the average vacation, without a doubt, is around $4,000 a week. And people do this multiple times a year, and people do this every year. Now, we went on the beach last year. Guess what? Our vacation before that, or I should say our last biggest vacation was 7 years ago. We went to Disney. All right? And between that, we still went away, but it was just little things, guys. Stuff that cost us a couple $100. Maybe go do something simple. It's just about being with family. We need to get out of our head that we have to go do something big every year, because it doesn't matter how much debt we have or how much credit card debt we have. We will put this whole vacation on a credit card if we have to, because we feel that we have to go on vacation. All right. Now, although this is spending time with your family, but guess what is happening when you come back from vacation? You're putting yourself right back in the workplace again, living there because now you got to pay for the debt that you just went on vacation with. This I put up there because it keeps you away from your family. Because what I said, you come back home and now it's back to working 16-hour days. Guys, I promise you, I'm not saying the overtime is worth it, but you got to have a plan. You got to have an end game. And this is what I tell people at work, and they just look at me with this dumb look on their face like, what are you talking about? I'm just going to do this until I retire. Guys, get those pills paid off. Get that debt paid off. Write it down in front of you. Have it in your face. When we paid 100K off in 4 years, it was because it was in our face every day. We had a whiteboard, stuck it right on the damn wall where we saw it every day. Wrote that shit down. Paid those debts off. And I'll tell you what, the thing that's kind of cool is you get a little reversal thing going on here. Instead of getting excited for buying things, you get excited when you start paying this debt off. When you start paying bills down and you realize that you're getting rid of this debt, that is a different type of excitement, and it super exceeds anything you would buy. I promise you. When you release that debt, that strain from your freaking chest and the family and weighing on, I'm telling you, it's great, guys. Maybe you want to go on that vacation. When I went on that vacation 7 years ago, I worked my butt off in that warehouse so we could pay for this in cash. Not on credit cards, not putting ourselves in a bad way, but with cash. Guys, I'm just telling you right now, kids' college, maybe you're saving for college, whatever. Have a plan, have an end game. All right? We did 4 years. We said in 4 years, we want to try to get as much debt paid off as possible, and it was a little over $100,000. It could be done. Sit down as a family, plan out what you're going to do, and get it done, because you do not want to miss this. And that is if you have kids growing up. All right, because I'll tell you right now, my kids are 18 and my twins are 16. I did not see a lot of this. When my wife had her twins, I told her, take the year off. I'm going to work the overtime. And I had no problem with that. But the problem is after my wife went back to work after a year of having the twins, what did I do? I stayed at work. We had people watching our kids for us while I lived at work because I got used to that money and I got used to buying crap that we could not afford. And I missed a lot of the, it irks me. It freaking irks me. But guys at my work don't even know what the hell their kids look like. They spent their whole damn career working overtime at work. You're going to miss school plays because you want to freaking be at work and supporting your freaking new car that you have? Or are you going to miss the toddler year or not? Yeah, well, toddler, young kid ages of doing dance and doing soccer. And then before you know it, they're a senior, graduating, they're ready to go to college. You're not going to see them anymore. I'm telling you guys, it goes fast. Have a plan, get the shit paid off, and start spending time with your family. Now, I want to talk about one more thing. I talked about vacation. I talked about cars. This is another one that's draining your bank account. All right. Now, this is a fancy restaurant. I just looked for a picture of a restaurant. Our family goes out to eat once every few months because it's so freaking expensive. This price right here is what it costs for our family to eat, a family of 5 at Applebee's. I'm just talking local restaurants, not this fancy crap. At a local restaurant with Applebee's, it's costing my family $125. For what we get at Applebee's, I can make it for $40. All right. So, and this is probably not even with a tip. So I'm just telling you right now, this is another thing that people love to do. 2-3 days a week, they're out eating, cook, go shopping. Because I'll tell you what, even fast food is more expensive right now than buying groceries. Fast food's just as expensive as buying groceries in your house. Go to the store, buy something that you have to prepare and eat healthy and quit going out to eat. Such a waste of money. So guys, instead of going on those luxury vacations every year that you cannot afford, do simple things with your family. It's just about spending time with your family and the kids will get over it. Our kids got over, we used to go on vacation when they were younger every year. Every year we're going to the beach, we're doing this, we're doing that. And then we're like, we can't afford this crap. Why are we going if we can't afford it? And just start doing the simple things. Go camping, just watch a movie together. I'm just throwing up a couple examples up here. You don't have to spend a lot of money to enjoy time with your family. So that's it, guys. This is what I want to talk about. I hope I got a lot of good information off my chest. Remember, guys, I'm talking from experience. I did this. My kids are older. Now, I did not miss a lot of there because I came to my senses. Thankfully, I did. And I got to witness a lot of games. I don't miss crap. I'm always at soccer tournaments with my daughter. I'm always watching my kids. My 2 kids are autistic and they do unified stuff. They do unified sports and stuff like that. I'm there for it, man. I'm not missing it. And I think you guys need to have a little reality check. Are you spending more time at work than you are with your family? All right, guys, that's it for today. Probably lose a couple subscribers over this one, but whatever. I really don't care anymore. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.